What's up, everybody? I don't know if you guys saw that intro or not. I was having some difficulties, so if you guys didn't see the intro, I do apologize. But what's up, Aries, and welcome to your general love reading. So this is going to be a little bit different. I have changed things up a little bit. I am now doing shadow work readings for you guys. So on the first week of the month and the last week of the month, we're going to be doing shadow work. Okay, so we're still going to be looking at your love situations, your love relationships, whether you're single, in a relationship, or even if it's complicated. Okay, it'll apply to everyone. All right. But with shadow work, we're going to really focus on the shadow areas. So there is a warning for trigger, just trigger warning in advance, you guys. I'm not going to get into a long intro. Anything that I forget to go over in the intro will be in the description box, including all of my social media links, a link to check your birth chart, and of course, anything that has to do with my giveaway, okay? So with that being said, again, we're going to look at the shadows, not only of you, Aries, but your person as well, okay? So a few things just before we get started. I broke my nail, so I'm going to be moving a little bit slow. I do have a Band-Aid on it, but just so you guys know, I will be working slow. And I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything I forget, I'll bring up in the reading, okay? So again, we're just going to be really focusing on your shadows, Aries. I want to take a look at the areas that maybe you need to work on as an individual so that some of these cycles that keep repeating in your life don't become the whole entire cycle of your life, right? We want to change those old patterns, those old ways, and create a new beginning, a new cycle with releasing all the negative and toxicity, okay? So again, we're going to be really looking at the shadow areas and just focusing on what it is that you need to work on, Aries. So we're going to pull 6 cards for you, and then we'll pull 6 cards. I say me, all right? I will pull 6 cards for your person as well. I say me because, or we, because of the spirits, okay? All right, so Spirit, let me see what's going on with my Aries, please. First card up, you guys, we do have the 10 of Swords in reverse. My connection's a little slow, I do apologize. I'll briefly show you guys the cards, and then once I actually explain them, that's when I'll show you guys the visual, okay? Again, we're going for 6 cards here, Spirit, 6 cards. 7 of Cups, interesting, okay? Very interesting. So I do feel like, honestly, a lot of you guys are ending some, cycles when it comes to the way you think, right? Maybe some torment you've been putting yourself through here. Definitely this sense of working hard when it comes to your emotions, okay? We also have the High Priestess in reverse, so clearly there's some areas to work on, right, Aries? We all have areas to work on. We also have the 7 of Swords in the upright. 2 7s on the table. Spirit, show me what I need to see, please, when it comes to my Aries. Too many cards, you guys. I only need 2 cards, and then I'll start your reading. The Sun in reverse. So a lot of my Aries are very unhappy, okay? One more card, Spirit. Aries, you have some dark areas. You definitely do. I think that was too many cards. Yeah, too many cards. So all in all, you guys, you have a lot of dark areas, and that's okay. It's okay. So far out of all the readings, you guys are my 3rd reading, Aries. Normally I start off with you, but I missed Pisces and Aquarius's reading last week because of a bad connection. So normally I start off my readings with you guys. So honestly, this is my 3rd reading of the week so far. Knight of Cups in reverse. All right. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. All right. Grounding you. So I feel like, honestly, this card can mean one of 2 things, or it can mean 2 different things. I apologize. So with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, this is you walked away from someone, or the fact that someone walked away from you is grounding. Normally, when this is in the upright, it's because you're feeling left out in the cold, but in reverse, it's like you left someone out in the cold. So take it how it resonates. Again, the energy is fluid, so it can be either way. All in all, though, it's this, honestly, right off the bat, this is a separation type of energy, okay? So this may be for people in separation more than it is going to be for, somebody who's single. But remember, complicated relationships can apply to this separation, and so can you even if you're single, right? Not having somebody that you're wanting or not having a connection that you're wanting. All in all, this grounding this grounding energy is this separation within, okay? This feeling left out in the cold, or this feeling like you always leave somebody out in the cold, period, okay? All right, let's focus with the 10 of Swords first. All right, so this is the 10 of Swords here. As you can see, the 10 of Swords, this is the Deviant Tarot if you're interested, okay? One thing about the Deviant Tarot is the imagery is a little bit more demonic, but it's with all good intent, okay? Facing shadows, obviously, it's the dark places in our life. But again, with the Ten of Swords energy in reverse, this is telling me that you have gotten out of this cycle, okay? The cycle of just beating yourself up when it comes to your thoughts, Aries. You're not good enough. You can never amount to shit, just the negative thoughts. And maybe that's not your thought process. Maybe you think totally different things from, my negative thought process. So it's one of those things, each one of you guys are going to have a different thought process. We all think differently, even though we share common interest or we share, common pain. All in all, though, with this card in the reverse, this is telling me that you have ended this way of thinking. I feel like before you were really, focused on just how you thought about everything. I feel like now there's this part of you, Aries, that has changed, and it's more of a looking at others as well. So looking from another perspective. So I feel like with this card in reverse, this is also telling me, Aries, that even in the dark areas, it's like you've accomplished something in your dark area. Okay, you've realized that you have to look at the situation from not only your perspective but others as well, so that you can fully understand what it is that you need to work on. So it is a beautiful card. Okay, you have ended this cycle. Next card up, we do have the Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups is telling me that you are working hard. You're working really hard when it comes to your love. Okay, but also at the same time that you're working hard on your love, it's also this feeling of a lot of problems and a lot of fears. Okay, so it's like you're distracting yourself with other things, but there's still some underlining issues that need to be addressed. And we're going to clarify and find out what everything is here. But again, this has to do with love, right? This has to do with your abundance of love, or what it is that you think is love. Okay. I honestly feel like with this card, it's telling me that there's something that you keep like redirecting your attention to get your mind off of this love. Okay. So whether this is putting, energy into a love for painting, like the image shows, okay, or a love for whatever it is that you can find. It's like you're trying to just put that attention somewhere else. You're trying to get your mind off of this person, okay? We also will tap into your person's energy too, okay? So we also have the High Priestess in reverse, right? A lack of intuition, Aries, okay? Or a lack of being able to trust your intuition. Or in this case, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel like, honestly, you're doubting yourself, you're doubting your intuition, you're doubting your gut feelings because of whatever you went through and you ended here. It's this energy that, you can no longer go back to this place. So it's like you're afraid to trust that gut instinct. You're afraid to trust your intuition, okay? Because your intuition may have led you astray, or may have led you down a path that you didn't like, or you didn't like the end result of the choice that you made. So ultimately, regret, right? Regret has you blocked from your intuition. So we also have the Seven of Swords, right? Here we are with another seven. This is a lot of problems and fears, okay? So within this card, you can see this person's juggling a sword, trying to get it to go down, its throat. Obviously, the body is curved. This is going to be just torment, right? There's a lot of problems and fears, but still trying to balance the sword within the feet. So this person's not grounded in any way, okay? And the reason, it's not that it's a bad card, it's just that it's this, there's a lot of problems and fears. So again, it's like a lot of self-inflicted thoughts here, okay? A lot of everything is portrayed self. It's not that you're a selfish person in any ways, Aries. This is why I say trigger warning, because it's not that you're selfish, it's just that your thought process has a selfish mind behind it, okay? So it's important to kind of dissect those thoughts and try to figure out what's a real thought or what is just self-criticism. So when I say selfish, I'm pertaining to yourself as far as your thought process. So again, it's not that you're selfish in character, it's that automatically everything is in your head. Why didn't this work out? Well, how come this, why? It's always the whys in the head. And I feel like this has put there's been a lot of putting this to end though. But still, ironically, we still have the Seven of Swords. So this is telling me there's kind of a back and forth. It's like maybe 1 minute you're good, 1 minute you're next. So I feel like you're battling this, okay? So you kind of take a few steps backwards and then you move forward again. But ultimately, Aries, you're not happy, okay? There's something within you that is not happy when it comes to this thought process, when it comes to love, when it comes to, again, trusting your intuition here. We also have the Knight of Cups in reverse coming in. So this could be your person, most definitely your person. We will dissect it and find out for sure. Aries being a fire sign, Cups, this could be a water sign you're dealing with. If not, it's just the water energy, because remember, you guys, it's important to understand we possess all 12 zodiac signs within us, okay? So you will find a message in every zodiac for you pertaining to a different part of your life, or maybe you'll see that overall energy of all of the readers kind of speaking the same way, because energy is pretty fluid, okay? Energy is very collective, believe it or not, and we all are actually very similar. Regardless of nationality, you know, background, religious belief, everything, okay? Also, so with the Knight of Cups here, this is telling me there is a separation with, I guess, what you are figuring is this like knight in shining armor when it comes to emotions, okay? The prince that's going to sweep you off your feet, or the princess that is going to be just the perfect fairy tale, bride. So all in all, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, again, it's a masculine energy, doesn't have to be, but this is someone who has not been consistent, who has not been stable when it comes to showing emotions with you. This is someone who, although you see them as someone that could be these things, they're not doing it for you. So let's get into obviously finding out what's going on here. And then when we are done with this, I will pull an oracle card. All right. This oracle deck is the Fairy Oracle deck. It's a really awesome deck. I have not really tried to memorize all of the stuff when it comes to this deck, so I will be reading out the book. Okay, you guys. Just because I feel like honestly, the writings, the descriptions in this book, oh my god, intense. I love that book. Okay, so anyways, so let's go ahead and dissect a few things here and really dive deep and find out how we can fix these issues within you, Aries, okay? So clearly we know that you've ended this cycle. I am going to clarify though and find out exactly what it was that how you ended it, or what spirit needs to say when it comes to how you ended this cycle, or if even somebody ended this cycle for you, because again, this may not have been you. This could have been maybe someone around you created you to kind of get your mind, or maybe you put your mind on something else, okay? So we got to clarify here and find out. Spirit, why is the 10 of Swords here? I think that was it. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Star. Okay, so I do feel like honestly this has to do with something that you dreamed of, you hoped for, and you wished for. Okay, so maybe this was the, okay, I have to bring this up because we all have been conformed. We all have been somewhat controlled. So from a young age as children, especially if you're in your 40s and down, maybe even your 50s and down, maybe even possibly 60s and down. I haven't researched as far back as to the original, well, I mean, look at Bambi. So yeah, let's go back. We are pretty much brainwashed to think that relationships are perfect, right? So ultimately, that's kind of this feel I'm getting. It's like this, you know what I'm saying? It's this expectation of what a relationship should be, okay? So interesting enough, though, clarifying what's going on with your thought process, what ended. I wanted to know what was going on with how it ended, etc., right? So clarifying, all right, we have the moon, right? So there's illusions here. So I do feel like, honestly, even though you feel like you ended this cycle as Aries, Spirit wouldn't have brought it up, okay? So there are some illusions within what you think is an ending to this thought process. This is clearly why you're still battling it and going back and forth. Remember, I was telling you, I get this energy of you taking a few steps forward, almost ending the cycle, and then taking a few steps back. So it's like you're in those last steps and you just kind of keep going back and forth. Like you can't fully get over into the new cycle and really actually release the negative energy, right? So again, there's illusions within this though. So even that means that you haven't really fully faced it. Okay, there's still something there that you're not seeing. So we also have the 7 of Cups, right? Lord of illusionary success. Again, with the trying to, put your emotions somewhere else to get your emotions. So maybe you're battling 2 people, Aries. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you have another person that you're thinking about. I don't know what exactly this is. Each one of you guys are going to have to do your work and find out. But ultimately, there is something that you are putting your mind on that is an illusion. It's not real. So even if it's that you're in a relationship and you're not happy and you're thinking of someone else to give you the strength to walk away from a relationship you're not happy in kind of energy, or if this is you thinking that the person you don't have, okay, so there's 2 different situations here. The person you don't have is perfect, or the person you don't have would be the perfect spouse, but it's because you don't have them. They're an illusion. It's not reality, okay? So that's this kind of filled with the 7 of Cups being expressed twice. So now we do have 3 7s on the table, okay? number 3, right? Numerology here. Uh, interesting enough, though, okay, we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, and it's not interesting enough. This is basically the answer, okay? So we have the 2 of Cups in reverse as well as the 9 of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me a wish that wasn't fulfilled when it came to love, as well as a union that wasn't fulfilled when it came to love. So now I have been verified when it comes to this walking away. I honestly feel like this person walked away from you, Aries. For some of you guys, you did walk away from this person and regretted your decision to walk away. Point blank, there is this strong emphasis on your thoughts when it comes to this disunion, okay? When it comes to the person that you clicked on this video for, when it comes to you not having the wish fulfilled with this person. Again, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse. So all in all, the thought process that you keep thinking that you're ending, the thought process that you think that you can just forget about and leave behind you, it's important, Aries, that you attack that area, okay? You need to go to the areas where, again, you think you're over it, okay? So if this person keeps coming back every 10 years, or not even every 10 years, every other week, right? You've been in separation for a few months, a few years, whatever the case is, all different times here. But it's like you walk away, you forget about them, again, because you're just putting your focus on something else instead of actually facing the fears that that relationship is over. It's like you don't create the closure within. It's like you need clarification or validation from this person to end something for you. That's what I'm feeling with this energy when it comes to the 10 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like even though you think you have left this in behind you or in the past, it's still there. It's an illusion because it's still there, all right? Face it for what it is. Focus on the fact that this person did not fulfill you. Really focus on how it makes you feel that this person isn't around, okay? You need to start creating a more, not a negative look towards this person, but a balanced look towards this person if you are putting this person on a pedestal, okay? If you're thinking that this perfect relationship is going to happen with you and this individual, that's an illusion, okay? Because no relationship is perfect. All relationships take work, not only self-work, but work within the union as well. And nothing ever becomes easier. It's a continuous thing, okay? All right, so let's clarify the 7 of Cups here. How are we on time? 18 minutes. Okay. 7 of Cups, Spirit. Why is the 7 of Cups here? I hope that helps you guys when it comes to that issue. All right, the Princess of Swords in the upright. Okay, so I do feel like, honestly, you feel like since you couldn't get the mental clarity you need with this person, or since you did not get the communication, or the, it's this sense of since you didn't have that clarity, it's like you took action in that one way. You were determined to not, this is, okay, that explains the 10 of Swords in reverse. So it's like, because this person hurt you and you didn't know how to face the shadows and realize, okay, that there was issues within that person that had nothing to do with that person walking away. Like, there was issues within you, but you felt like when this person walked away, it was because this person, right? Ultimately, there was things that should have been done or boundaries that should have been established so that this person didn't treat you like that, okay? Or couldn't damage you like that. So ultimately, what happens is this person damages you, okay? You didn't set up boundaries, so the damage is done, right? You have tried to now take back what they have given you by putting it into something else. So now all you're doing is putting love into something else, right? To clear out, to have the closure that you need. So instead of actually facing the issue for what it is, it's just that you've just now taken your energy and put it to something else, okay? And again, this doesn't have to be a person. This can be a thing, an object. I don't see addiction to the devil here, so it's not an addiction. It's not something that's, impulsive or repetitive. It's just that you're getting your mind off of this person, okay? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this is bad karma, okay? The Emperor in reverse, this is bad karma when it comes to the Emperor, the counterpart, okay? We also have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Here's this Knight of Cups again, right? This is your person's energy. Not being the person that you want them to be, not taking action, not coming in and sweeping you off your feet, not being not being in union with you, not creating a good energy with you, right? And again, the Sun in reverse, not being happy. Oh, Aries. The Emperor is also Aries energy, okay? So all in all, too, this could be just bad karma for you. Maybe there's something in your past that is now coming back. Also, too, karma, even bad karma, it may not be something that, it's hard to say. Usually with bad karma though, it's bad karma coming back to you, okay? So if something, again, it can be as simple as you not setting boundaries for yourself and not loving yourself enough, Aries, to where when this person walked all over you and walked off, that's because that was your own karma for not putting yourself first. So karma can work in different ways here. No, Skitty. Sorry, my cat, she's hungry. She's a very fat cat. All right, so all in all, I do feel like when it comes to, again, you just taking your mind off this person, you're putting your love somewhere else. So again, you're not really addressing the issues. That's why you have this 10 of Swords in reverse energy. I'm so sorry if you hear her. Oh my goodness. Hey, no. All right, so let's take a look at the High Priestess here in reverse. What does Spirit have to say when it comes to you not trusting your intuition, Aries, okay? Let's see what's going on. 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's over the things that you've lost, okay? So I really feel like, honestly, you want to manifest the things that have been lost, okay? The things that you couldn't accomplish, Aries. I feel like, honestly, you beat yourself up really hard here over things that don't work out, okay? It's like if you put effort and time into it and it becomes a failure, that's where, you start to go backwards, okay? Because, and this would explain why you're having an issue with your intuition too, because there's a lot of self-doubt, okay? But I do want you to understand that there's a lot of energy being emphasized on this lack of love with a counterpart. Hey girls, can y'all come get the cat, please? Did y'all hear her? I don't know why. She's already eaten this morning. She's fixed, so she's not a need. She's just being vocal. I do feel like, honestly, though, you have the power to manifest love, but I think that you're putting that love out, right? You're putting that love and emphasis on having love in a union with somebody physical, which we all want, okay? There's no need to sit there and act like nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be alone, okay? Clearly. Some people do. There are a few that do, or maybe even more than I realize. But ultimately, I still just feel this energy of, it's like, because you don't have love, nothing else is working out for you in your mind. Like, that's how, it's like everything you do in life, it's like you feel like you can't be happy fully because you don't have someone to share it with. Straight up. That's what this is feeling like. You feel like you're losing when it comes to manifesting this person that you don't have. Whether it's this person that walked away from you or even with somebody new, okay? Why did I put this back in the deck? Let me leave those out, sorry. All right, so let's look at the 7 of Swords now. So again, with a lot of the problems and fears, let's find out what's going on with your thoughts, the problems and fears within your thought process, okay? So again, sorry for the connection issues if you guys are getting any lag. Spirit, show me why the 7 of Swords is here, please. Show me why the 7 of Swords is here. Thank you, girls. 7 of Swords. Yeah. So it just has to do with, again, this person walking out on you. The 8 of Cups here, right? The Lord of Abandoned Success. Not only this person walking out on you, but just the way you think when it comes to the things that have failed, okay? So again, Aries, it's important to understand that there's always opportunities within the failures, okay? You just have to look at it at a different perspective. There's always something to learn with everything you fail in life. And I feel like, honestly, that's hard for a lot of my Aries because you guys are like your biggest critics. Like, you hold yourself, it's not that you hold yourself high, it's just that you hold your expectations very, very high, okay? Within yourself. It's not, and it's crazy because you don't do that with people on the outside, right? It's like you do this with yourself. So it's like you expect so much out of yourself, but yet you allow people to walk all over you. You have to find that equal balance and be able to say, okay, I'm going to expect 50% less than what I normally expect. And if you've got to start in smaller increments and just kind of, a little at a time, baby steps is very, very detrimental here, okay? Because if you try to just all of a sudden alter that scale, it's just going to back the opposite way, okay? So it's really important to make sure that you take your time, you rest when you need to, but really just focus on, again, trying to, again, bring down some of that expectation within yourself. And when you bring down the expectations within yourself, Aries, it's important to raise the expectations of the people around you. If you're expecting everybody uh, to fully not hurt you, or if you're trusting people to not take anything from you, or if you're trusting people to not fuck you over, in a nutshell, you also have to not allow them to fuck you over. You have to also not allow them to take everything from you, because a person will take as much as you give them. When you say free, the people will swarm. That's how it is, okay? So it's important to understand that. You have to alter that scale a little bit for your own sanity, okay? So let's take a look at this unhappiness. I feel like, honestly, Aries, this has to do with all of this unhappiness, okay? You're not having enough, again, you're not bringing that hard hammer. It's like you're beating yourself with a hard hammer. You're not releasing some of that pain, right? And I don't think you intentionally do it. I think you have no idea, Aries, that this is why these things are happening, right? So what's creating this unhappiness? I'm going to clarify just to make sure. What's creating this unhappiness, Spirit? What do you have to say about that? Was way too many cards. Way too many cards. Sorry, you guys. What's going on with this Sun card here, Spirit? Four of Cups, Lord of Blended Pleasures. Yeah. Again, it's like, how can I explain it? It's not that you're greedy in any way with your love, Aries, okay? Matter of fact, it's kind of totally opposite. You should be more greedy with your love. And when you take that greediness, and you hold it in for yourself at the same time, because by not doing that, right, not creating that self-love for yourself, not allowing someone to take all of your love, saying, you know what, no, look, I'll give you half of me. I know it's hard. Again, baby steps if you have to, but it's this feeling that you've allowed this person to take all of your love, right? So now you're left with nothing. Now you want to be stingy with this person because this person has all of you, right? So it's this sense of a blended pleasure. Does that make sense? Because ultimately, you wouldn't be feeling this way if you had more love for yourself. I know it sounds shitty, Aries, but it's the truth, okay? If you had created those boundaries from day one, this person could never have done the damage to you. Does that make sense? Because even if they walked away, if you had your sanity and you never allowed them to take all of you, this hurt would not exist. So there's a sense of, owning the responsibility of saying, okay, you know what, I've got to stop putting everything on this person, acting like this person is perfect. There's some things that are illusions. There's some things that are not right. It's like this, everything's coming in together with this person as love, right? It's like, and I get it, unconditional love is all about accepting somebody for their good and their bad, but I feel like, honestly, you do more damage to yourself. Like, you put all that expectation on you. What could you have done differently in the connection? What could you have said differently in this connection? Does that make sense? So now, instead of, again, expecting this person to take some responsibility too. But again, it's all in, it's like, it's a 50-50 thing, right? So if you had set boundaries from day one with this person, Aries, this person would have came in and tried to take what they could from you. Good or bad, it doesn't matter, okay? Even the good, the most best of people take, okay? So it's not like, it's a giving and receiving, it's an energy. So again, if you had established boundaries, this person wouldn't have been able to take everything from you. So when this person did walk away, you still would have had some of you left to be able to focus on what it was that you needed to do for yourself. But again, you gave it all away, okay? So ultimately, this unhappiness is because of that. So I do feel like there's a lot of guilt, all right, in your head, Aries, straight up. I feel like you're blaming yourself here for this connection, for this person walking away. 8 of Swords in reverse, yeah. I feel like, honestly, it's this dragging out too. I feel like a lot of you guys, this shit has been going on for a while. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Honestly, I just feel like this connection was kind of like an immature connection, okay? And I don't mean immature as this person's immature or you're immature. Let me turn on my comments, you guys, so I can see. I totally forgot. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry for forgetting to turn those comments on. I see you guys on Facebook. I don't see anybody on YouTube. All right, you guys. So anyways, ultimately though, with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like, again, it's just this sense that this person, it's like this manifestation of this connection was just a little immature. I feel like, Aries, honestly, you didn't have boundaries, and your person, we're going to dive into your person so I can really find out what your person's about, but I do feel like your person took like anybody else would take because you didn't establish those boundaries. Regardless if this person was good or bad, I feel like even in their part, there was some immaturities, okay? So I feel like the connection was an immature connection. Not that you or your person was immature. I just feel like there were things that needed to be learned, okay? Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this was kind of like a slow, instead of being a fast action just ending, I feel like this was dragged out, okay? And even if this isn't an ending in your inner connection, I feel like, honestly, it's like you feel like this connection, you feel this in the connection, okay? You feel this sense of there's a separation between you two and you don't know how to fix it, and it's driving you crazy, okay? And even if you're single, the same thing applies, right? If you're wanting this person that you haven't even met yet, you're waiting for Mr. Right, it's the same thing. You're expecting this person to be perfect, to not have issues, to not have flaws, but ultimately you have to make sure that the boundaries are set before you allow someone to come in. Because again, if you are having an issue with relationships lasting and this is a repetitive thing for you, nothing's lasting, they're taking everything from you, that's because there's something for you to learn. Again, set those boundaries, all right? So let's, one more card. We have the Knight of Cups. Let's find out what's going on here with the Knight of Cups, okay? Let's get some of these cards back in the deck. All right. Sorry, this broken nail drives me crazy. All right, what's going on with this Knight of Cups, Spirit in reverse? Who is this Knight of Cups? Show me what I need to see with this Knight of Cups, please. Way too many cards, hold on. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, in reverse. This person that didn't manifest, right? This person you didn't manifest. So whether this is someone you've never manifested or whether this is a past connection that has just left you, okay? Or walked away from you. Queen of Swords, yeah. It's, interesting enough, I feel like this person did communicate with you, or I feel like you communicated with them. I feel like you kind of went out on a limb, expressed to them your emotions, and then they walked away here. And so now it's left you like, what the fuck? Seriously here. There's this High Priestess again. And the Seven of Swords again, okay? This person's very unstable. This person has not put any effort in. There's the Ten of Swords again. And the Hangman, though. Interesting enough, you still have the Hangman here. So this is telling me that there is a lot of going in when it comes to this person. So yeah, this is this person, okay? So ultimately, all of these thoughts have to do with this person that you clicked on this video for. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? I like to call this the mirroring card, okay? Interesting enough, I do honestly, when I see the Five of Swords, I get this energy that your person's going through the same kind of things, okay? Maybe not at the exact same time as you, but there is a mirroring. So I feel like this could be a soulmate connection. This could be a twin flame connection. I'm feeling like this, whatever you do, this person ends up doing, vice versa, kind of thing. A mirroring, but not in the exact mirroring way, okay? So let's pull advice from Fairy Oracle and find out what Spirit has to say when it comes to the work that needs to be done, okay? Or any advice when it comes to this energy here. And then we will tap into your person's energy, okay? So, and then like I said, I will be reading out of the book, all right? I'll wait till all right, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Aries, please. Advice for my Aries, please. Advice when it comes to the shadows in Aries life. Way too many cards, you guys. These cards are very, very flimsy, very thin cards. Very, very, like paper thin. Spirit, show me what I need to see one card, please, when it comes to advice for the shadows in Aries life, please. I do feel like a part of you guys want to be able to walk away and end this cycle. I feel like it's just really hard for you to grasp the reality of the situation, One card, please, when it comes to advice for Spirit, for Aries, please, Spirit. Wow. Spirit has a lot of advice for you guys. Too many cards, though. All right, Spirit, one card for Aries, please. One card for Aries when it comes to advice, when it comes to the shadows in their life. What advice do you have for Aries? Spirit, what do you have for Aries? Advice for Aries? Okay, we got two. The Feline actually came out for Aquarius's reading as well. Very interesting card. Has to do with illusions. Iris of the Rainbows as well. Beautiful, beautiful card, okay? Number 65 and number 32. So let's find out what's going on. Aries, you're the first reading that has 2 cards. Everybody else has been 1 card, okay? Remember I was telling you I felt two different groups of you guys, okay? 65, number 65. Again, the feline. Oh no, I take that back. This isn't what Aquarius had. X-nay that, okay? All right, so the feline. And again, I'm going to read right out of the book, you guys, because the description is just so intense, all right? It's all about getting it right, delayed completions, tidying up loose ends, okay? So the feline looks out of his card accusingly, reminding us of things undone, promises unkept, and duties unfulfilled. He says that we can't expect to have things we can't have things go right when we are trailing so much of unfinished business behind us. Dragging that stuff around tires us. It uses up energy that we need for other things. If we could just take care of the things that cause so much mental and sometimes physical clutter, we would suddenly find that we have a lot more energy at our disposal to do things that we really want to do. And probably much more cooperation from others as well. He especially suggests that we take care of the little things that matter to others. We will feel so much better when we have done that, and so will he, right? So again, this card is all about, just refocusing, right? And trying to release some of that clutter. Again, with you, Aries, it's your expectations, right? These high expectations on yourself and not putting those expectations on others. So ultimately, I do feel like there's a little bit of decluttering you need to do when it comes to your thought process. Clearly, if that's why you keep going back and forth with those thoughts, that would have a lot to do with it, okay? So just really try to refocus back on the thoughts that you have. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to go back and face all those things again. But again, if you're feeling this repetitive cycle in your life and you don't know how to fix it, I know it's hard to do, but try to face those dark areas in your life, the areas that have you feeling the shittiest, because clearly those feelings are going to keep coming back because you haven't faced them. So it doesn't matter if it's 2 months, 2 days, 2 years, 2 lifetimes. Again, if you don't face those fears and put a stop to it and create a boundary right there, these will continue to happen, okay? So again, the feline's telling you to really just declutter some of that, right? Get rid of some of those thoughts, replace it with healthier thoughts. Girls, I'm recording. Sorry, my twin girls are crazy. Number 32, so 65, 11, 1 and 1, right? 1, 1. Let's see, 32, sorry. 32, 3, 5, right? 3 and 2 is 5. 5 ones, anything like that, you guys. I'm not real big in numerology, okay? I am, but I'm not. I don't really understand all of it. There's a lot of things that I still need to dive deep into, okay? I trust my instinct and I trust my intuition and I trust the things that I hear and I feel and the messages I get, my downloads. But when it comes to numbers, I have a hard time. Okay, I was dyslexic when I was younger, so I have a hard time sometimes even speaking. But ultimately, you guys, this is number 32. Okay, so I know numbers, if you add them, that's the number, right? That's your divine number, your divine purpose, or whatever. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Number 32, we have the Iris of the Rainbows, okay? Iris tells us that the light is breaking through our present darkness and that hope is a powerful factor in speeding up this process, right? She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say that it will never storm again, but she does say that there is a brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained by this passage through the storm, right? And the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. What did I say? Always, a passage through the storm is a time of potential growth, a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away, to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we need to release and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. Iris suggests that the cultivation of patience may also be helpful at this time. Silence, patience, right? Resting, all of these things. I mean, that's a powerful, I'm telling you, I love the description in this book because it always just makes everything make sense, right? Because the simple fact is that, you know, we allow these things. We as individuals allow the things that are happening to us, okay? Whether it's the biggest thing that you see on the news or the smallest thing in your life, right? So ultimately, it's just this, you know, I think you guys get it, right? Let's take a look at your person here because we're already 45 minutes in. All right, so ultimately that is advice from Spirit when it comes to your dark shadows, okay? So really try to focus and work on yourself, shed light in those dark areas, find the beauty in the pain, right? You know, especially with everything going on, right? All the protests, just all the injustice in this world, it's important to remember what the yin and yang is about, to remember what duality is about, okay? The good and bad and everything, from the simple, again, the simple things that we apply to on a daily basis to the big things in life, okay? The big things like what we're seeing right now. Ultimately, what we forget to realize is that we are all the same thing, okay? Regardless of your color of your skin, regardless of the nationality, your background, the small things you go through in life to the huge things you go through in life. It's important to remember the yin and yang, the balance and the duality, the good, the evil, the black, the white, the right, the wrong, everything, right? It's finding the beauty in the pain and finding the pain in the beauty. It's the duality of everything. So that's what this card represents, right? It's representing the beauty in the pain, the opportunity in the challenge, okay? The potential in the fear. Make sense? So ultimately, even though there's things going on in the current, it's that long term. I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and tap into your person and find out what's going on with them, and then we will pull overall oracle for the connection between you two, which is the possible outcome. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Aries person, please. Let's look at their shadows and things they face. Hardly know. Let's get 3 more cards, please, Spirit, when it comes to Aries person. 3 more cards when it comes to Aries person, please. When it comes to their shadows and fears, too many cards. Spirit, what do you have for my Aries person? Way too many cards. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So with your person, it has to do with this not having love. Okay, this is what's grounding their dark shadows. So maybe this could be the fact that they walked away from you. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. For those of you guys on Facebook, hey, Michael, how are you, babe? Hey, Kim, over on YouTube. All right, Raj. Hey, Amy, how are you, babe? Sorry, I'm trying to read everybody else's comments really quick. I don't know if your name is Jiva or Jiva, but Jiva and Raj. Hi, Raj. Okay. Jiva or Jiva. Sorry, I hope I'm not butchering your name. I don't pull cards. I know you guys are used to Facebook's way of doing tarot readings. I'm actually a YouTube creator, so I do general readings, which apply to all of the zodiac signs or your zodiac sign. If you do want questions that pertain to your personal life, you guys, I have provided my email. All you have to do is send me an email, and I'll send you over a price list. And I also do free giveaways on YouTube. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, okay? The next giveaway is 1,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and you have a chance to win. Okay, so let's get back to the general reading, you guys. So ultimately, your person, I do feel like, honestly, they're holding on to the fact that they no longer have love. So whatever energy they're in, they don't feel love. So whether they're single, whether they're in another relationship, karmic or whatnot, this person is grounded to the fact that they do not have love. So this is what is grounding them to this energy, this shadow, okay? The fears that hover over them. Cross watchers, this is for you if you're watching, right? I will not be addressing the cross watchers in the shadow work readings. This is about my Aries, okay? I will address the cross watcher in the general love readings on the 2nd and 4th week. Yeah, 2nd and 4th week. 2nd and last week of the month, all right? Shadow work is on the 1st and 3rd. All right. Your person has the Three of Wands in reverse, right? So this is a lot of, honestly, this is a lot of challenges, believe. This is like pre-trial challenges, right? Because they haven't even hit the challenges yet. Like, I feel like your person honestly walked away towards something new, and it didn't suffice them, and it's already early in the beginning and it didn't suffice them, okay? So there's this sense of regret and illusions already within the new beginning, okay? We have the Six of Swords, right? Make sure, yeah, the Six of Swords. Interesting. I really don't like seeing the Six of Swords. I feel like, honestly, with the Six of Swords in reverse, maybe this person's no longer big-headed, but they were before. So they were someone who was very egotistical. It was all about their pride, okay? Again, though, with the Six of Swords, I'd rather see the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is telling me that maybe they have kind of come across from that, or they've stretched afar, like they're no longer as big-headed and ego as they used to be. So now maybe they're looking back at the things that they have done that were kind of prideful, and maybe they're having some regrets here. So I feel like, honestly, with the Six of Swords in the reverse, it's kind of balancing out a little bit, okay? We do have the Queen of Wands. I do feel like, honestly, this is you, Aries. I feel like this is you representing. I feel like this person does think of you. We are going to clarify. I mean, clearly it's a disunion within love. It's a lack of love in their life, and there's this Queen of Wands energy, right? Aries energy here. Let's see. We also have the King of Swords in reverse for your person. Okay, this is someone who does not take action. Okay, this is someone who, does not communicate. This is someone who has issues being clear. Okay. We also have the Four of Pentacles. There's that greed. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Greedy, greedy, greedy. Greedy person. We also have the Four of Swords in reverse. Two fours, you guys. 4 and 8s. 4, 8s, 5s, and 1s. Interesting enough, though, with this energy, I feel like there's a lot of self-sabotage with your person. Your person's having a lot of regret here. A lot of regret. A lot of going back and realizing a lot of the things that they've done. Let's clarify a little bit and find out what's going on here. All right, why is the Three of Wands in reverse, Spirit? Why is the Three of Wands here in reverse, please? Show me what I need to see when it comes to this Three of Wands, please. Princess of Cups in reverse, right? I feel like, honestly, this person ended something really good to walk to this, what your person thought was love, and it wasn't. Princess of Cups in reverse is someone who is very promiscuous. Someone who's very promiscuous, someone who just, and it's one of those sneaky promiscuous ones. Like, you know what I mean? The one you have to watch out for, the quiet ones, right? I feel like your person thought there was innocence with this person and there was this long-term stability within this person. I feel like they honestly walked away from you towards this individual, but it wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry, Queen of Cups in Princess of Cups in reverse is what he ended up going to, okay? An immature love, someone who is selfish when it comes to their love, someone who is promiscuous but yet very flamboyant and able to manipulate here. Ten of Swords, this put them into this thought process straight up. This has them reevaluating every choice they've made, everything they've done wrong when it comes to their ego, their pride. It's like now the illusions are kind of being not shown, but thrown, okay? Not shown, but thrown. I like that one. I need to hashtag that, right? You guys hashtag in the comments below. Hashtag for me. Anyways, again, thrown, right? The facts in their face. We also have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Wow, another 7. So your person, here's that mirroring. Okay, your person's mirroring you when it comes to the problems of this connection. So like I said, when you felt like this person walked away and they fucked up, but you beat yourself up, Aries, now this person's beating themselves up over walking away from you. Look, I can't make this up. The Empress in reverse, right? This is you, Aries. This is the counterpart. So we do have the Empress and the Emperor in this reading. The Emperor came through on your side and the Empress is coming through on this person's side. All right. Why is the Six of Swords here? What made them have this change of heart when it came to their pride? Ten of Wands, being oppressed. Their decisions have them oppressed, right? They have all these burdens, and all these burdens weighed them the hell down. Six of Pentacles in reverse, and not an equal give and take when it came to the manifestation of this connection. They know this. They know that, yeah, look, the Magician in reverse, they tricked you here. Yeah, they didn't work hard on this. They know that they should have worked harder on this connection with you. I feel like this is the burdens they're facing. This is their shadows, okay? So this means when it comes to the things that are beating them up, they're literally sitting here in their head when it comes to, and not even in their head. This is more of, yes, in their head, but just as much in their head, they're in their head about beating themselves up too. And interesting enough, right? Interesting enough, because I feel like, honestly, when you were beating yourself up, Aries, it was because this person walked away. But now this person's walked away and they're laying in the bed that they made. And that bed that they made has roaches and fleas and ticks and disease. Like, it's not happy. It's not blissful. It's very oppressing. This person doesn't let them do anything. There's not an equal give and take when it comes into this connection that they're in, okay? Not with you, but the connection they're in here. Look, honestly, with the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like they worked really hard, or they are working hard on this connection with this person, even though they know they fucked up by walking away from something that was good to this, or by not choosing you or not coming your way. Ultimately, though, whatever connection they're in right now, it is not fair. It's not equal, okay? This person puts in work, their person doesn't. This person also oppresses them, controls them, all right? Doesn't let them do shit. I feel like there is no passion, or they only use passion to get what they want, like to get money out of them. So I feel like, honestly, it feels like a being used type of energy. There's no love in the connection they have. There was tricks, there was illusions within what they thought was real and what wasn't. Straight up. Why is this Queen of Wands here, Spirit? What's this Queen of Wands? Is this my Aries energy? What is going on with the Queen of Wands? Show me what we need to see when it comes to this Queen of Wands, please. The Aries energy. Five of Cups. There you go, right? I think before there was this sense of when you hurt Aries, I know this is going to sound really fucked up, okay? But this was because your person was big-headed and ego in the past, when they hurt you in the past, okay? They took a sense of pleasure in hurting you, straight up. So they took this sense, hey, Mari or Marie, I can barely read it. It's either Marie, Mari, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm not butchering it. But look, honestly, this person, they took pride. It gave them ego. It made them feel good when you would hurt. It would make them feel good when they lost you. They felt something. I think, ironically, it was an addiction, interesting enough on their part. I mean, the devil's not coming through, okay? I'm just saying it was this sick way of feeling badass, this sick way of feeling their ego. When they lost you, they could feel that pain, and that's what made them feel good. It's fucked up, man. Spirit, show me why the Five of Cups came through. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, it has to do with this connection. This is why they went into something else. Yeah, they have mental clarity, though, now. They have mental clarity. They know that their third-party situation with the Three of Pentacles coming through in reverse, they know that their third-party situation is not working. And they know this, okay? They know that they took pride in your loss. They understand this, okay? This is why now you know, because it came through in this reading. They know this. They know that what they're in's not working. They know that they hurt you, and they know that they were fucked up. And this is why they no longer are being ego. Death card, transformation, change. This person's transforming. This person's changing, Aries. This person is changing. Wow, Ace of Cups in the upright. They want love. Way too many cards. 2 cards did flip up. 3 cards did flip in the upright, though, so I am going to take them. Oh, whoa. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands, right? And the upright again. So I feel like, honestly, before, this person was weak and they made a wrong choice. They were weak, and again, they took pride in that pain when they, you know what I'm saying? That loss created a feeling, and they enjoyed that feeling. Maybe your person didn't have love before, and they didn't understand that feeling. Aries, you guys have it, right? You're Aries. Oh man, though. This person, Queen of Cups in reverse, this person wants love and they're separated from their lover. Look, the lovers came through here, right? Duality, union, soulmate. They're just afraid to take a leap of faith right now. Wow. It's beautiful. It actually is really beautiful. This person is pretty good. This person's really working hard. I'm not going to lie. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Yeah, 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands reverse. What is this? King of Wands. So I do feel like, honestly, this person, though, right now, Aries, yes, they wanted the 10 of Pentacles with you. Man, the lovers came out, the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups came out here. You guys, this person wants a great, abundant relationship with you. Or if not, maybe it's not with you, okay? This ultimately comes down to if this person gets the courage to walk away from what's no longer serving them, if they choose to communicate with you and give, you know, the connection that you guys had another reading. Does that make sense? Or another reading, sorry, another chance. Sorry, I got a message for reading, so but look, they want the 10 of Cups, okay? So they already have a vision in their head because of everything that's happened. From them walking away from you and knowing that they took pride and they took your power from you, and that fed them their fire, that spark that they wanted. They know that. They know, and they transformed. They had the mental clarity they need, so they're no longer that person, okay? So if this person comes back to you and they think that you're their 10 of Cups or you're their 10 of Pentacles and they want to work hard on this with you, if you haven't fixed yourself, Aries, this connection is not going to work. Straight up. I'm going to be honest with you. But at the same time, don't fix yourself for this person, okay, Aries? Because what's important here is that you're learning what it is that you need to learn. Because if you're just trying to create this union with this person who is working on themselves, who's going to be taking the, dude, I can't believe I haven't seen the Temperance card. Okay, we still have more to go through, but ultimately, I feel like right now this person's not going to, look, the energy right now, they're not going to take a new passionate beginning towards you, even if they think you're their 10 of Cups, okay? 4 of Wands. They're not perfecting the work right now, okay? They're taking their time. They're not being passionate right now. They're working, okay? So they're not going to come in fast and sweep you off your feet. They're not going to come in fast and tell you what you want to hear, okay? They're working on this. They're working on themselves, and rightfully, that's what you want. You do not want them to come in without them fully fixing themselves, and vice versa, Aries. Put that same expectation on yourself, okay? If you're going to expect anything out of yourself, expect that, okay? Let's see. Why is the King of Swords here in reverse, Spirit? Show me what I need to see. Why is this King of Swords here? 9 of Cups. Yeah, a wish not fulfilled. So when it comes to them not communicating with you, it's because they know that they didn't fulfill this wish. They know that not only towards you, but towards themselves here, okay? I feel like, honestly, again, they were just in an immature, remember, I was filming this in the get-go. It was this immature way of thinking, okay? It was this immature, and you had no idea, Aries, because this person would come into your life, give you what it is that you thought was going to be long-term. It was perfect, sparks, everything right. It was a great relationship for the most part, minus, you know, its few, you know, incidents or whatever. But ultimately, this person walked away with no communication, all right? This is a no communication type of walking away. Whether you guys are communicating now or not is besides the point. Ultimately, I feel like this is no communication, though, right? Because again, there's, look, King of Swords in reverse. There's no communication here, all right, when it comes to the wish fulfillment. Let's clarify here. We're in, yeah, these videos have been lasting about an hour and a half, you guys, just so y'all know. All right, so clarifying the greediness, the 9 of Pentacles when it comes to wish fulfillment, Lord of material gain. So I feel like, honestly, Aries, though, your person, their shadow areas is going to be more focused on their work right now. So right now they're putting all of their energy on working, okay? In the same way that you were kind of taking your mind off of things, I feel like they're doing the same way, but not in the same way as you. Like they're, you know, yep, look what I say. I was waiting on the Temperance card. There you go. Reconciliation, period, okay? I felt that. I feel like this person's going to come towards you. Okay. It may not be today. It might not be tomorrow. It might not even be this year or next year. Remember, time is irrelevant, and divine timing is different from our timing. Ultimately, though, this person wants to reconciliate. Okay. This person is working hard on getting their shit together so that they can walk away from whatever it is that is not working in their life. Okay. They're working on that. They're working on fixing the things that are making them unhappy, feeling like they don't have love when it comes to love. Okay. Yes, they're not being clear with you when it comes to them not getting their wish. Okay. They're not clarifying that this is the negative shit that's going on in their life. They're not even communicating with you, but they do want to reconciliate. They do want to work hard when it comes to the things that they were greedy about. Okay. Why is the Four of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Four of Swords here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the Four of Swords, please. First one was correct. Okay, thank you. We have the Five of Swords again. What did I say, right? Yeah, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, right? I do, honestly, I feel like, look, this person laid in their bed and they understand that and they know that they were defeated. They're now being defeated, okay? Or they were defeated by this, okay? They felt like by walking away and going into another connection that they won, okay? In past tense, they felt like they were victorious. But now with this Five of Swords energy in reverse, clarifying, you know, the bed they laid in, right? It's this sense of they know now. So interesting enough, the shadows that they face have to do with money and greed right now, okay? They're clear on the damage they've done. They're clear on how they feel towards you, okay? Yeah, they're not communicating this. They do want to reconciliate, but they know if they're going to reconciliate with you, they've got to get their shit together. They can't approach you, maybe because of the pain they put you through. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. This person's going to manifest with you, though, straight up. So let's pull. Interesting enough, this wasn't really the dark that I was looking for, but hey, when Spirit speaks, right? Somebody needed to hear this here. So let's go ahead and pull overall advice when it comes to the shadows. So when it comes to your person, you know, maybe being big-headed in the past and like being clear on that, maybe there's something there. Maybe, you know, again, because this is your person's energy, okay? So Spirit's advice is different from your person's energy, right? So this is how your person perceives things. This is what's going on with your person's energy, okay? But let's pull Spirit's energy and find out what's going on. All right, move everything out of the way here. And then we will pull overall oracle when it comes to the possible outcome, okay? We should be done in about 15 minutes, you guys. We'll pull overall oracle from the Island Time Wellness deck. And then really quickly, I do want to look into your person's energy, okay? Overall advice from Spirit when it comes to your person's advice, pretty much. I want to see what Spirit has to say for them, all right? So this is for the cross watcher too. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Aries person, please. Advice for my Aries shadows. My Aries person's shadows, please. Advice for my Aries person's shadows, please. One card, please, Spirit, when it comes to Aries person's advice. The Singer of Intuition. You guys might be dealing with somebody who's spiritual, honestly. Religious, spiritual, kind of the same thing, is the same thing. Just a deeper understanding or a higher understanding of it. But number 7, wow. Interesting, Aries. How many 7s? You got 3 7s in the very beginning of your reading. Your person has a few 7s, and now their divine number is 7. Interesting. So this is the connection between you two, right? Maybe you guys see a lot of 7s. Maybe you guys share that common lucky number. All right, let's see. We have the Singer of Intuition, which is all about perceptiveness, oracular powers, oracular powers. Oracular powers. Probably butchering that one. Awareness and trust. Okay, so ultimately perception, right? Intuition, trusting yourself, awareness, right? Let's see. In the upright starter reading, in a reading, the presence of the Singer of Intuition indicates that information is available to us if we just listen to our own inner knowing. Perhaps we have already heard it and still doubt our subtle senses. The singer says that this is the time to really listen to our intuition. What are our feelings, hunches, or intuitions about the situation? It is desirable that we should seek solitude, meditate, and practice stillness and patience. This is a time for inward focus, a time to open the inner door to intuition. There's a lot of ins in this sentence because important answers are to be found within ourselves. The presence of the singer in a card spread radiates special illumination and insight on the other's cards around it. Straight up, you want to know what I feel with this card? I feel like this person knows you're their person. This person feels it. They're trusting their intuition. I feel like their higher self has spoke to their 3D tangible self. I feel like there is a connection between divine masculine and the 3D divine, all right? I feel like, honestly, with the Venus retrograde, with everything going on, again, I kept getting this, Aries, over and over again. A lot of the union, the twin flame connections are going to be reunited here. I feel like this person, look, your person's spiritual, period. Spiritual or religious, maybe was religious and then opened up even more to spirituality, understanding that it's the creator and, versus the ethos. I mean, it's all of it, right? It's everything. Ultimately, your person knows. Your person knows what they have to do, and they are taking action to reconciliate with you. They know. So let's pull overall oracle and find out the possible outcome between you two, right? Spirit, show me possible outcome, please, between these two, Aries and their person of interest, please. That's what I say. There's the mirror. Straight up. There's the mirror. Seriously. There's the mirror. Seriously. You guys are mirroring each other. So like I said, and when I say mirroring, it doesn't mean that you guys are mirroring each other at the exact same moment. This means that you guys literally, whatever, again, what I was saying, whatever you do, eventually your person does, or vice versa. I feel like you guys are speaking to each other energetically. What did I say, dude? What did I say? Twin flame. Twin flame connection right there. There you go. Whoa, Aries. I wish I was an Aries right now. Date. This person wants to date you. They want to reconciliate with you. Within the shadows, look, this is a prime example of like your advice from Spirit, talking about how even in the shadows, even in the dark times, there's always opportunity. It's just that we get so caught up in the fears, the problems, the challenges, the starting over, the loss, the betrayal, the deceit, all the trust issues, all the insecurities, all of that bullshit, right? All the negative, toxic shit in our life. We get so caught up in that we fail to really see it for what it is. That's what blinds us, our own issues, our own inner demons that may have followed us from ancestors being cursed. Look, we have a lot of ancestral cursage, a lot. We have been controlled from day one, so there's a lot of closed-minded thinking without us even understanding that we've been closed-minded to things, okay? This is why we're having so many issues in the world. So it's that, again, that deeper understanding. Yeah, kisses. This is unconditional love, you guys. I mean, need I say more? We'll try to get a few more cards here. But ultimately, Aries, I feel like even with you, it's this power of finding the good and the bad, right? It's like, and this is everybody, Aries, not just you. So don't think it's just you. But I think you get what I'm saying. That's why Spirit was trying to tell you, find the beauty in this. Find the beauty in this issue. Find the beauty, the learning lesson. Spirit, anything else for this connection? We'll go through the deck one more time. No, that's it. All right, so you guys, I don't know what I need to say. I mean, is there anything else to really say? I mean, at this point, it's just the waiting game. It's. I want to see how far you guys come, Aries. I want to see how you grow as far as your energy goes. Your person clearly loves you. This is a twin flame condition. They want to. Look, I'm not saying this is going to be long term. Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all, Aries. But this person their energy understands the wrongs they've made in their past and wants to rewrite history here. Okay. You're talking about a very powerful energy, whether this is feminine or masculine. You're talking about someone who wants to take action but is being methodical and practical. You're talking about someone who is putting in the work and knows how to put in the work, and they're continuing to put in the work when it comes to self. You want somebody like that, but ultimately that's what you want for yourself as well, Aries. So for this twin flame connection to happen, you have to be within union independently, okay? Which means you have to work on you, because if you don't work on you for you, you don't create those boundaries, you're allowing this person to come back in with all of this beautiful energy. And what's going to happen? You haven't set up boundaries. So now this beautiful energy that has worked on themselves will come to you. If you haven't worked on yourself, your negative energy will be influenced onto this positive energy. This person can relapse and go back to the same way. They're going to feel bitter because they changed, they came to you, you didn't change, you allowed them to walk all over you, because you still have to set up boundaries. People can repeat the same cycles over and over again very simply because it's like you put in all that hard work and you think that when you put in that hard work that the expectation's there and the prize is there and then you don't have to work anymore. That's bullshit. I don't know where we were ever taught that in life. That shouldn't even be existent in our society, okay? Things always take work, okay? And even some things that take work still fail. So it's important to understand that this kind of connection here, you have to work on it, not only solo, okay, so that you're not fucking it up for this person or for yourself, but you also have to do it solo so that if this person fucks it up, right, and you don't, they're not going to fuck it up for you. Makes sense? This is also with everything in life. Okay, you guys. So that's all I have for you, Aries. Hopefully this made some kind of sense. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of videos from me, so I will let you know now. You're going to get notified. I'm uploading pretty much all the videos that I can today, hopefully about 6 to 10 videos. I have court on Friday, so I'm trying to get all the videos done by Thursday for you guys. Plus, I have a full day of readings tomorrow, and I have 2 readings to do before Friday before I take off. So I'm just a busy girl. Really quickly, you guys, if you guys are wanting personal readings, I actually have the last 2 weeks of June available, okay? My first 2 weeks of June are completely booked up, so if you guys want to book a reading, just email me, let me know, hey, I would like a personal reading, and I'll send you over a price list, okay? By the way, my name is Empress Egypt. If you do not know, if you guys see the Empress Egypt, that's what that is for, okay? But my channel name is FireStar Tarot, okay? All right, so that's all I have for you, Aries. I love you guys. Stay blessed, blessed be. We will be tuning back into your energy next week where we're going to be doing a love reading, okay, not a shadow reading. Again, shadow readings will be the first and the third week, and then we'll do love on the second and fourth week, okay? All right, you guys, I love you. Stay blessed. I will see you guys next week. If not, maybe I'll see you guys on one of my other videos, okay? All right, bye.